Hey YouTubers! Hello subscribers and future subscribers. Give you a minute here. No, not a minute. Second to get here. Alright. So I just wanted to let you all know that the rumors are true. The first Doomsday trailer, Avengers Doomsday, comes out with or in front of the movie Avatar 3 Fire and Blood. Who's excited? Now, it won't be, you have to buy the ticket. Though, let's be honest. A lot of people say they don't watch the movie, but every time one comes out, it makes $1 billion. $1 billion plus. Crazy. Some people say, oh, the voices don't line up with the blue people, and I don't get it. But it's been a pretty popular well, I don't know if you want to call it a franchise per se just yet, because there's only been 2 movies. But it's supposed to be at least 5 movies total, maybe even 6. Depends how this one ends, I think. I think eventually the lead characters will be going away and they'll be transitioning to now their kids. So, as long as everybody's still interested in the kids and Dr. Augustine, who was resurrected as a blue person, I don't know. And how that storyline goes, we'll see. But, yeah. So it's going to be pretty popular just because the fact that trailer is going to be in front of a movie that typically makes $1 billion. At least the first 2 did. But don't worry. For everybody who doesn't care for it, you may be a minority. But the trailer will come online. It will show up on YouTube and then probably TikTok and everywhere else. I will share it for friends. I mean, we gotta get like insane number of views to get the hype going again. Marvel's had some ups and downs the past few years. I'm a hardcore fan. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Hardcore fan. I watched every single one at the theater. Well, there's been some days I struggled getting, having the funds to go take everybody to go to the movie theater. So like the phase 1 of the first saga, I saw like maybe half of them in the theater. But I got one of those movie club passes, which is really nice. Basically, they take money out of your account. It's like paying for a ticket before you even pick a ticket, And like every month there's another ticket, And so if you don't go to the movie theaters that often, like for me, the only movies I really go to are Marvel movies. And if there's not one showing up, very often, I'll have like, 5 movie passes. Take the whole family, well, myself and kids. My wife's not really big on it, but I did take her to see the last... Shoot. I can't even remember what it's called. What was it called? Downton Abbey. There it is. Woo! Took her to see the last Downton Abbey movie. The grand finale. She appreciated that, and she even stayed awake through the whole thing. Amazing. But yeah, because I got the movie club thing, it's not terrible. You pay a little bit each month, and then after a few months, you got enough free tickets. Essentially, you got to pay like a fee or something when you order them online and use the credits, which is dumb, but it's like what, $3 or something. And then you get a decent percent off concessions. So that's great. pretty decent discount, enough that when they scan the code, you see your total on the screen go pew, and like, that works. I can do that many drinks and popcorn for myself and 3 other kids. That's reasonable. It's a reasonable price. Normally, not very reasonable. I forgot how I got there. Anyway. So yeah. The Avengers Doomsday trailer. Now, for everybody who is paying attention, yes, the movie Avengers Doomsday does not come out until like 13 months from now. I don't know if they picked an exact date. It's like either the 7th or the 19th or something like that for December 2026. So yeah, it's the first time a studio's ever marketed a full year in advance. Now, part of it is that they started filming this past, I think it was March or April. And then it got delayed. They decided to delay it. That way they have plenty of time to do reshoots and CGI, make sure CGI is perfect. But they officially ended filming early September. I believe one of my videos talks about it a couple videos ago. So, yeah, I mean, since September they've been already doing reshoots, plus putting together what footage they do have and the CGI that is done and making trailers. Now, one of the other little rumors going on right now is they've developed 30 different trailers. 30. And they're narrowing it down to 1. That's crazy. That's a lot of pressure. There we go. And I've also heard that they are narrowing it down between showing Captain America, Steve Rogers, the one we know from the end of Endgame. That one, if you remember, decided to stay in the past and have start a family with Agent Carter. And they're dancing, and he gives her a little smooch. Right? But what did the Sorcerer Supreme say about messing with time? And then you combine that with everything Doctor Strange finds out in the second movie, Multiverse of Madness. It can mess things up. What did Iron Man say at the end of Endgame when they see Thanos waiting for him? Well, when you mess with time, time tends to mess back. Well, this time it's not Thanos waiting for him. Now it's Doctor Doom. And he's ticked. Part of the rumor is that Captain America, when staying in the past, messes with the multiverse, causes an incursion because he's in the past, and wipes out this particular Doctor Doom's family. It's just a rumor. And so he's a little mad about that. And not just Captain America, but everybody who's ever messed with time. So like Doctor Strange, like everything he did in Spider-Man No Way Home and Multiverse of Madness. Captain America, Captain Marvel in the Marvels. The second movie there, they messed with the time, or the border between time, and forget her. I don't know if she ever really had a superhero name in the movie, but her comic book character, what she does and how she looks, is taken from the comic. Photon, I believe is her name, and she even took other names or mantles, they call it. Like she even called herself Captain Marvel at one point. So she went through the barrier and she ended up in another universe, the X-Men universe, that we all know and love. It'll look a lot like the early 2000 X-Men universe. Only in this one they'll have the more comic book accurate costumes, uniforms, whatever you want to call it. So all those things are going on. All those things happened. And Dr. Doom is a little upset about it. And they're causing all of these incursions. Incursions is when universes crash into each other. The barrier between them disintegrates. And the Earths collide and destroy each other. Which causes a domino effect in all the planets and all the universes and all the atoms destroy each other. This is all comic book stuff, right? So either both are destroyed or only one survives. But then it just causes a domino effect where all the other universes, the walls between them start breaking down until only one remains or none remains. Like my torch lighter. I just filled it up. I don't know why it's... There it goes. Anyway, yes, I smoke cigars and I watch Marvels and listen to YouTube videos on Marvel stuff. So I'm kind of a nerd all different ways. So yeah, they're looking at either showing the whole world that Captain America, Steve Rogers, is coming back, the original Steve Rogers. And he's going to be thrown into the thick of it. Maybe a fight between himself, Agent Carter, and Dr. Doom. I found that nice little yellow house that we've seen at the end of Endgame. Or they'll do a trailer where they're not in it, and they'll try to leave that as a surprise for people who aren't paying attention to all the rumors and leaks and who's going to be in what movie, etc. It's me exciting. I remember when Captain America Civil War movie came out, or the trailer came out. I watched that trailer like 100 times, where it shows the end of with Winter Soldier, Captain America fighting Iron Man. Just the way they did, it's just the rhythm. Sorry, nerd. I know, but it was legit. It was really, really cool. Even when my wife catches me watching it, she's like, "Oh, that's cool." Even she appreciates the art of it, the beauty they've done in that movie. So it'll be pretty dope. I know they really have to a balance between getting the comic book lore and all the kind of nerdy stuff that we nerds really want in Doomsday and leading into Secret Wars. And so the average moviegoer will go see it. Like, oh, I like a superhero movie, blah, blah, blah. And they can only catch, here and there, one or two. Or maybe they've seen most of the Infinity Saga. And they're like, oh, let's see what's going on with these characters. And they go see it, and they understand what's going on. I know they got to do that balance of it. So I don't think they'll ever do anything too crazy. But they need to push the envelope. Like, this is what I think is great. Did I do a video on this before? Or maybe I mentioned it. I want them to think so far out of the box, like crazy. I want to see Dr. Doom kill Tom Holland's Spider-Man like the mask comes off and it looks like Tom Holland, Spider-Man's mentor, Tony Stark, and he's like, as you see like the life leave his body, what, Tony? No. And we're like, what? And there's some reasons why Doctor Doom would kill the Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is like the superhero. He's like the Superman. Maybe not necessarily the strongest out of all the crazy super level OP level superheroes and super villains, but he's legit. He's up there. Especially if they go full on comic book Spider-Man. And they did this thing in the Deadpool Wolverine movie where they mentioned anchor beings, and there's some theory to say that Tom Holland Spider-Man is the anchor being for this current Marvel universe, numbered 616. And Doctor Doom may want to try to kill all the anchor beings so that way the universes die. What I have to do is kill a certain being and the universe dies. Some extremely slow, maybe take 1,000 years or something, or really quick. So he could do that, or just because it's Spider-Man and you need to get rid of the Spider-Man because they're powerful, they can stop you. Or Tom Holland Spider-Man, as a superhero, gets in his way, saying, no, you can't do that. Right? And so Dr. Doom's like, no, I'm powerful. But, okay. But that's the thing, like, there's also the Venom symbiote running around out there. And we all know Spider-Man gets the symbiote suit at some point. So what does the symbiote know is we need a Spider-Man to help stop Dr. Doom. So the symbiote goes to now dead Spider-Man, but they just some little verbiage of, well, as long as the symbiote Venom can get in the body after so many hours after death, he can bring him back. It's not so much zombie like, it's just a matter of getting in the body and healing it and starting the heart up again. Because as we've seen from the Venom movies, the Venom symbiote can heal like nobody else. Just can have a completely mangled body, and it'll just realign all the bones, stop the bleeding, heal the wounds. You could totally do that with Spider-Man. Bring him back from death. Maybe for it can be up to 3 days, and Peter's body is already in the grave, and you just had to see the hand burst out of the grave. You see the glove. Oh man, that'd be great. Like a second ending is. Oh man, that'd be great. But anyway, Marvel has got to think outside the box and some things. I don't know. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Would that be cool? I know a lot of people say, no, he already died in Infinity War. We don't want to see him die again. I just cried and cried and cried. Whatever. I'm like, it's based off the comics. Everybody dies and comes back. Chill out. They say, in the comics, the only person who stays dead is Uncle Ben. Everybody else comes back. So all those people are like, you can't have Robert Downey Jr., who played Iron Man, so the entire Infinity Saga come back as, a variant Iron Man or a variant as Doctor Doom and all this. I'm like, nobody stays dead except for Uncle Ben. So we'll have to see. It's going to be pretty exciting. Next 12 months of trailers and leaks and all kinds of stuff. We do have Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland coming in July. So it's the last movie before Doomsday. And that's supposed to be pretty crazy. He'll eventually be teaming up with Punisher and Hulk. And supposedly there's even a fight between Hulk, or Hulk versus Spider-Man / Punisher. I don't know what Punisher's going to do because bullets, your run-of-the-mill bullets do nothing against Hulk. But there are some comics, Punisher comics, where your Punisher has some outfit where he can go one-on-one temporarily against Hulk without getting crushed to death. Maybe he gets a hold of a weapon, a certain Hulk weapon that stop Hulk or at least temporarily, of course. We'll have to see. We still haven't heard what the villain is for Spider-Man 4, which is crazy. Why would you hide this? But obviously, it has to be some kind of supervillain that can manipulate Hulk. We've seen Scarlet Witch do that, and obviously, a lot of other people could do that to Hulk. And he'll come back as Rage Hulk, not Smart Hulk. Spider-Man versus Punisher will be interesting because they're considered heroes, but Punisher is just like, kill him. That way we don't have to fight him again at a later day. And Spider-Man's like, we can just web him up and give him to the police. So there's a little bit of a back and forth in that little issue, which will be fun until they learn how they have to work together to stop whoever the supervillain is and to stop Hulk from smashing everything. There's also the actress Sadie Sink. You would know her from Stranger Things show, the redhead there. She's cast as Spider-Man, and they still haven't let us know who she's playing. There's so many rumors about her. The biggest one is that she's Jean Grey, the X-Men. But X-Men haven't really come into our universe yet. So if it's her, how does she come into the universe? Does she know that she's Jean Grey, the telepath? With the secret Phoenix inside her. And now we're going through like every redhead comic out there, comic book character. There's somebody who considers the Punisher a mentor, kind of dresses up like him, fights like him, who has red hair. But I don't know, just seems so young and petite that maybe, but I don't see it. Maybe not likely. This one's really out there, but considering the multiverse is collapsing and all this, maybe the wall got thin enough, the multiverse wall, because the future incursion's coming, that she is playing Mayday Parker, who in the comics will be essentially a Peter Parker's daughter from another universe, like Tobey Maguire's daughter. And Kristen Dunst, Tobey Maguire, got married, had a kid. They named her Mayday, or May, after Aunt May, right? So Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man's daughter somehow gets to Tom Holland's universe. Crazy. Fun. Or kind of like in the Spider-Verse movies, like the Spider-Gwen. She could be like a Mayday / Spider-Gwen. They can make a mix of characters a little bit. And somehow comes into the universe. Like in the Spider-Verse movies. It'd be fun. Still don't know though. And Sadie Sink, that actress, is signed on to play, or she signed in to play, blah, blah, blah. She has signed up to play her character, whatever that character is, in Secret Wars. Maybe Doomsday, but there's a ton of characters announced for Doomsday, but we know there are several that they haven't announced. So maybe she'll be in Doomsday too. But it's pretty much confirmed she's in Secret Wars too. So what character is she playing when she's in these two movies? Exciting. Very exciting. Let me know what you think in the comments. Oh, it's getting a little chilly out here in the garage. I think I'll turn on my heater and finish my cigar. If you want me to address anything else, give me a shout, everyone, and have a good night. Oh, don't forget, Stranger Things Season 5 starts tomorrow night. 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Later.